Greetings, members one and all of the Salivation Nation. We are live down in New Mexico as last, and all that jazz. We're here. Hope everybody's having a good one. There we go. All right, everything is up and operational. We got Donald in New Mexico here. We've got All Is One Now is here. Good to see you, All Is One Now. Grow Mechanica's here, so we're starting just a little bit early before the market's open. I'm going to catch up on a few comments here, and I'm going to check the markets, and I have another announcement coming here soon. You want to stay tuned for. Lonely Zeta is here. Good to see you. And Dazed and Confused Stackers here. So Kevin Ford says on this 2 main reasons to stop buying gold and silver video, it says the spot price is merely the manipulated false price of gold and silver. Both the COMEX and LBMA, which are complicit in this fraud, will soon be out of business. Gold and silver is worth what someone else will pay for it. Take a look at eBay. True value is always found at a public auction. Due to collective conditions financially at the moment that are only going to get worse, will force the price and fiat currency much higher. Remember also, when people will lose faith in currency, we'll be able to barter. Well, that's true, but we don't know how long this can go on. Although I do disagree with you about manipulation to some point. But anyways, but yeah, we'll see. Okay, Silver Wolverine's last 2 videos made people mad. Oh man, I don't understand why. I got 15 thumbs down on this video, so my video must have made people mad too. I think I saw your last 2 videos. I'm pretty sure I did. Maybe I'm missing something, but I don't see why they would. Trevor Points is here. Barbara Carbone is here. Hello, Barbara. Good to see you. All right. Good to see Barbara. And Silverholic says, for me, the premium is a big aspect, but I would still buy with high premiums if I believe the price of the metal will go higher than the total price of purchase. My main reason is to stop buying would be if I believe the price too high and the price would be crashing shortly. As for budget, that should be the main way to determine how much to spend. Always use only currency you do not need. That's right, exactly. Yep. And no one has a crystal ball. No one knows where the markets are. But you know, that you can only go with what you feel is right, or where you feel, you know, in your gut where the prices will be. But in the end, it boils down to what you think is a good value at a particular point in time. Very good. Thank you, Silverholic. Juan Ortiz is here. Good to see you. All right. And Voodoo Scratch is here. Welcome, Voodoo Scratch. Take a pause for the cause. That sums it up. Quite something. Great job, Silver Stanger. Stacking Nerd is here. Hello, the Stacking Nerd. Been a while. Hope you're doing well. Stacking Nerd, great channel. She's been posting some videos for ride along on her motorbikes, which is awesome. Yes, indeed. Always good to see the Stacking Nerd. And we have the lovely Seduced by Silver, married to gold. Great point, Sal. I am focusing on cash reserves right now. I'm blessed to be able to work from home, but I'm preparing for the possibility that the second wave may hit in on my income. I hope you're well, my friend. Well, thank you so much, and I understand that. I hope there's not this big second wave we're talking about, or if there is, that they have some way to contain it and keep us from spreading. We'll see here, but yes, indeed. Hello, Red Step Stack is here. Good to see you. All right, yes, indeed. Yeah, Mr. Brigita's here. Yes, I guess he's frustrated. Yeah, there's somebody posted a comment down below on that video that said he was going through some personal things. But, yeah, very interesting. Okay. But thanks, Seduced by Silver. Yes, I'm glad you're able to work from home. And I pray that if there is a second wave, it doesn't affect your income for sure. Coin Group of Minnesota. I understand about the gold prices right now. Silver's only mid-17 now. I can still get silver elsewhere than mainstream websites because of the COVID-19. I agree with your points, absolutely. Well, thank you, Coin Group. Yes, indeed. Appreciate that. All right, it's all good. It's here. Nevada Stacker is here. Good to see you. M. Knight says, it has become extremely hard to make purchases right now because prices are so high. Saying if saving up for the striking moment is good advice. Deals will be back, and if we spread ourselves too thin now, we will regret when that moment comes again. And the deals are just about are too good to be true. That's right. I remember it wasn't that long ago when the Stacking there was posting videos pretty much on a daily basis of some great deals. And it's absolutely amazing. Now they're nowhere to be found. It's crazy how things can change, for sure. Donald Robinson says Spock borrows 100,000, 4.5% January 1st, and buys 70 troy ounces of gold in that week. Sells 70 for 1880 for 131,600 interest. Costs 3,600 profit. 28,000 Sarek smiles. Spock grins. All right, very good. Yes. All right, good evening to Northern Coins. Hello, I think you're new here. Welcome. And Eddie's Little Stack is here. Very good to see you. And Silver Honda is here, and he drives a blue Honda. Oh, yes, he does. All right, very good. Rhode Island Transformer TCG. Listen, if the online sites are buying back your coins for spot or more, then they have to sell it for more, not less. It's a cycle. Just like when you are buying back silver at $40 an ounce in 2011, they still have that $40 silver they bought, and will unload it when the prices go there and they run out of cheap paid-for silver from a decade before. It's a cycle, just like everything else in life. A cycle, yep. The bullion dealers, they have other ways to hedge. I've actually talked about that in a prior video, but yes, indeed. All right, let's see here. Moving up, Tony says, there are videos all over YouTube now on this subject. The premiums are the physical cost of the metals and not the paper price on Wall Street. The prices are not too high in metals if the value of your dollars is going down. You have to remember why you're stacking metals. Value is up to the individual on buying metals. If you have the amount of your budget, then in my opinion, the person should continue the accumulation of metals. All right. I'll go through all that, but yeah, I would say so. Yeah, if you can afford to do it. I'm a dollar cost average guy, so I'm going to be buying less when the price is more and more when the price is less, more likely. Psycho Stacker, silver and gold are severely overvalued. I just went all in on copper, zinc, and plutonium. Plutonium, there you go. Oh boy, let me know how that works out for you. All right, Ozzy is here. Do you have cash for gold buyers in USA? If so, check out for calls. They work off spot price every time line inflated. Yeah, there you go. Find the call deals for sure. All right, very good to see you. Thousandaire Radio is here. Very good. Must sound like he's here for the first time. Good to see you. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. All right. Very good. Very good. All right. Hit the like button. Thank you, Omega Shadow, who had a birthday recently. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. And Andre G says, I picked up less gold and silver in the last time. It's getting much harder to find good deals with low premiums. Yes. I hear ya. All right. It is getting tough. And, of course, I don't check. It's better to send that via email. But even so, I would always be wary of clicking links I don't know for sure. But, yes, indeed. Now, let's see here. It sounds like people watching these videos are near broke and can't save money out of their paychecks. I pay my bills, buy, stack, and flip, and save cash every week. If I buy a sterling bull for $40 that weighs 2 pounds, I will sell it for $360 and buy an ounce of 14K gold off someone in desperate need for $360. My wife is a healthcare worker, and when they start giving hazard pay, I'm taking the 25 grand and paying $10,000 on my car, loaning $15,000 in gold and silver in the secondary and third market, which little people know of. All right, very good. Sounds like playing it smart, finding some good deals out there on the secondary and tertiary market. Very good. All right, it is after 6, folks. Let's see what the markets are doing. They're opening up a little bit down, folks, a little bit down. Let's see here. So there you go. So we've got gold down just 0.07%. It's still doing very well at $17.32, and silver's down a little bit more, down 4 cents at $17.26. Platinum is down $1, and palladium is down $47, $2,035. Hello, multi-gunman. Good to see you, Khan. And I figured out where Khan came from. I watched the Seinfeld episode, and that's where it was. All right, thank you so much. And Veronica Stacks, thank you so much. She just liked my video. Thank you very much. It means a lot. I appreciate it. The likes do help Videos gained some traction, so I appreciate that. Hello, Chad Lichtenstein. Need another safe? Any suggestions? Man, there's some pretty good safes out there. Alan Gold says cats are rats. That's not good. Cats are very soft and cuddly creatures. How dare you insult cats? You leave the insults to me. Nothing about kitties that are bad. You know what I'm saying? All right, very good. Okay. Let's get back to these comments. We'll look at these markets here momentarily, but they are opening up on the downside just ever so slightly here. Ken Simutuik. Yeah, right, Sal is going to buy silver and gold until the day before he decides to die. There you go. Tell you what. Yes, indeed. But there's times where I've got to hold back a little bit, you know what I mean? Darth Stacker is here. Hello, Darth. Good to see you, sir. Hope you're doing well. Darth Stacker's got a good channel. Good interviewer, too, by the way. Yes, indeed. Lark Val says, I bought some silver today. Well, cool. All right. Nice. Congratulations. Okay. Joel Dockstater says, I made sure I had zero debt and when I started buying. I also float enough cash in the bank to make sure I can pay bills for a few months. You have to literally see bullion as a savings account outside the system. If push comes to shove, I would dip into a 6% interest loans that are available to me before I sold any bullion. There you go, exactly. Yeah, I would make it in such a point so you don't have to sell any bullion. Native is here. Hello, Native. All right, let's see here. Soft and cuddly puppy says multi-gun man. Okay. All right, let's see here. Less government says silver is half off. That's a good time to buy. Let's explore. All right. Yes, indeed. Some people do think that silver is way undervalued at this point. But I kind of disagree a little bit there. I think it's somewhat undervalued, but anyways, all right, very good. Okay, John Poland says, I started buying silver about 2 years ago, and I've often heard silver is a bargain even at $20 an ounce. I find it funny that people complain at current prices, which I still consider a bargain. A lot of these same people think that silver will hit triple digits, so I say quit complaining and keep stacking. I feel happy that the prices which I've been paying have been as low as they have been. Yeah, that's right. It's a very interesting mode of thinking, but there's just as many people out there who actually feel pretty disgruntled at silver's performance, thinking it should have gone up by now, for sure. But anyways, but yeah, I hear you. Statue collecting says, keep buying them even when they're at an all-time high. Reminds me of idiots buying silver when it was at $40 an ounce 10 years back. Even when the world economy is going to poopy, precious metals will never be used as currency unless we get zapped into the Stone Age. Stop wasting your money and start enjoying it. All right, well, yeah, and that's just it. You know, you have to keep a centered view on your actual precious metals, unless you're a collector, and that's really what more I am. And so when he says start using it, start enjoying it, I'm talking about precious metals. And why? Because they are money. All right, very good. Joe is here. All right, just Harleyed in. Hello, good to see you. Joe Costello is here. Terry is here. Hello, Terry. Good to see you. Okay. And these almonds again. I have another bite of one here. And Chuck and Plaza's here too. Chuck. All right. Art Indio Audio Racing Technic says, I think it boils down to how much you can buy and hold. And currently closer to 15 is better. I'm buying my silver from local miners who need the cash flow. I refine the raw silver using the high school chemistry into 99.9% silver granules. And later melt them and pour them into 250-gram bars using a $600 electric furnace with graphite mold. Do you have to have the... Yes, they do not have certificates, but I'm quite happy with the result. I did the water-specific gravity test, came to 10.44, which is close to 10.49, which is official. It's a hobby that forces me to save in the silver. Well, very good. All right. However, yeah, that's quite a way to do it. You can do that, but just remember, if it doesn't have the hallmarks or recognizability, you're going to have a hard time selling it. even though it's pure. Just something to think about. All right, let's see what the markets are doing right now. They are tepid, but they're starting off a little bit lower. Although palladium has now recovered that $44 loss. And I think we might see them, at least gold, maybe even reverse course and move in the positive direction. We'll see. Usually when the markets open, they tend to take a little bit of a bigger drop or increase and then even out in the end. And since they started out kind of tepid, not doing much, I have a feeling that gold may actually go up and silver may stay kind of where it is or maybe down just a little bit. We'll see how it plays out. All right. Captain Ron Hayward is here. Hello, Captain Ron. Good to see you. Zephiel is here. Colonic Stacker's here. Okay. Let's get back. Rhode Island Transform. People only lose money when they start buying fancy silver and gold. Stupidest thing I see people doing, all because YouTubers convincing them to buy silver and gold overpriced and make them think they did a smart move for their benefit of selling stupid coins from their auctions. I love scrapping anything that is not 999 gold or silver and not being sold by a business. I've never lost money dealing with scrap silver and gold jewelry. I buy my scraps for below value and sell at any time for profit. Anytime. All right, very good. Yeah, and that's just it. You have to understand there is a difference between a collector and a pure stacker. Obviously, if you're a pure stacker, you want to get something that's going to be recognizable. But if you do jewelry, well, jewelry and working in that kind of stuff, that is a speculative nature. And in a sense, it's a collector type thing. And that same thing can happen with some of the higher premium coins too, if you time it right and you do it the right way. But that's not a science that I've perfected or even want to even attempt. All right, this video helped, said Juan Flores, and think your precious metal is safe from confiscation. Older video there. Daniel Batten says, hey Sal, great to hear your voice again. I have to get back into these videos. Well, thank you, Daniel Batten. Trying to think of trying to think, your name sounds familiar, but yeah, good to see you. And welcome back. All right. Mr. Octopus says, on the wide picture, my refusal to buy silver at a rate of $50 a week may be viewed as just one less spit in the ocean. But my local supplier, if intelligent, will notice on reviews his new premiums and that he is losing money right now. The more they raise premiums, the less they have customers. The more they become dependent, the more they are fragile. Sneaky bunch of crawlers won't have my cash unless they come back to some senses. Well, and that really what it boils down to is don't buy if you're not comfortable with the premiums, for sure. All right, very good. Coin Hound. Disappointing that some stackers ridicule collectors. Yes, I agree, Coin Hound. That is too bad that happens. I'm right there with you. Silver Wolverine says, incoming flights from Brazil is banned to the U.S. due to the COVID racist. Oh, wow. Man, now they're banning them from Brazil. I guess is it getting hotter there, the coronavirus? All right, Mark B is here. He doesn't feel very good. I'm sorry. Hope you feel better, Mark B. Actually, I'm not feeling the best today either. Let's see here. Oh, great bearded one. Been busy and missed your last few broadcasts. Well, no worries. I'm glad you're here today. NG Coins is here. Good to see you. We'll do a few more comments and we'll check in with the markets. Next year, the price will be about $3,000 per ounce. Save my comment. You will show it next year on your video blog. You will send me greetings from USA versus America Post and make a 30-minute video about it. How I was right in 2020. Yes, well, we'll see here. I know people make pretty bold predictions. We'll find out. Alan Gold says, I will get nothing. Come on, Alan Gold, send me something. I want you to do it. I'm right here for you. Let's see here. Very good. Let's move on up here. GNS stacker for fun, I agree, but I'm buying at spot price for bar and 5% over coins and collectible coins. Thanks. All right. Very good. Michael Martin says, I don't want to say, not really. buying unless it's a killer deal, but not going to buy anymore unless one of my fellow stackers needs FRN notes. I'm fair, no tax. Sorry, Barb. I'm not saying I have just as much as I think I'll need. Okay, thank you, sir. Okay, Robert Yang says, imagine silver at 500 and gold at 2,000 in a short term. Whatever you, or 20,000, whatever you put on the credit card stays the same with maximum interest rate around 28, but prices skyrocketing. It sounds like good risk taking, leverage like the banks. Yeah, I would never buy anything on a credit card that you know you can't pay off within a month. I just don't think that's wise to do it. You know what I mean? Silver Wolverine, what is the floor for gold in your opinion? $1,400. Yeah, I think I honestly think it's $1,500 or maybe even $1,600 at this point. I think it's probably $1,400 is a bygone conclusion, at least for this year. But I would be very surprised if it went below $1,500. Jimmy Licari, how about doing well? I hope you're doing well, my friend. Thanks for popping in. Yes, indeed. John Knapp is here. Good to see you. So the stacking nerd is still here. No service. I'm sorry. She'll be back. All right. Let's get back up here. Okay, dissident aggressor. In other words, don't spend all your money on silver. Yes, that's right. Don't do that. Okay. Now on gold. Once again, premiums are a myth of the paper paradigm. Physical and paper are entirely different products and should never be compared. All right. That's a good point. Joseph O'Kane, the first super chat of the night. $3.99 Canadian super chat. Thank you, sir, with a fist bump. Joseph O'Kane, thank you, my friend. Very nice of you indeed. All right. Very good. All right. Kalanic Stacker has a Stacker MMA. Big Stack McGee and Silverfish VT versus Call Silver. Well, I'm going to have to go with Call Silver on this one. Oh, yeah. I think he can take on those two guys and a whole lot more, but that's just me. All right, very good. What's the floor for silver, Sal? I think the floor for silver is a lot more fluid because it did get below $12 at that one point in time. I doubt it'll get down that low again. So I'm going to say probably $14 for silver right now. That's my guess. Cash and Coins is here. Let's take a look at the markets. What are they doing right now? Well, they're reacting. They're down a little bit more. Actually, a little bit surprised. I thought maybe we're going to make a move in the positive direction for a gold during this live stream, but it doesn't look like that's the case, at least as of right now. And so we've got gold down $2.30, down 0.13%. Silver's down 7 cents to $17.22. Platinum is down $5, and palladium is down $11. So that's where the markets are right now. Still rather tepid out of the starting gate, really, for the first 15 or 16 minutes here, but we'll keep an eye on them. But that's kind of what they're doing. We'll track how they did at the very beginning and towards the end of the live stream to kind of see what the flow is for the metals. But we'll see if they'll move any more than a percentage point. Typically they don't, but it's considered, if they do move more than a percentage point, it's considered a pretty aggressive, a fairly aggressive move in such a short amount of time. Very good. All right, Yankee Stacking is here. Hello, Yankee. And there's enough people here where I can make the announcement. Guys, you want to check out Yankee Stacking's channel at 7:30 Eastern Time. He is going to be doing a new segment that was derived from a very popular Ask Yankee segment called Praying with Yankee. And apparently this thing has been very successful when during his live stream where he did his Ask Yankee segment in his live stream. So if you are interested in that, check out Yankee Stacking's channel, give him a subscription, and make sure you sign on if you want to check out the segment Praying with Yankee. For sure, definitely. So, yes, indeed. Might be 8 p.m. if Sal goes long. Okay, yeah, we'll see. All right, sounds good. Well, I'll try not to, I don't want to overlap or steal your thunder there, because a praying channel was much better than somebody just yapping about precious metals. So, but yeah, so check out Yankee Stacking, he's got other great content out there as well. But this is something that's a special thing he's doing out of the success of his. A lot of people have been asking or found that it was quite a popular segment from what I understand. All right, so there you go. All right, let's get back to some of these comments here. Hello, Media Man. Good to see you. Okay, very good. So Clark H says, thanks, Sal. I've been going through this problem for a few days. Great video, bro. Yeah, you know, and sometimes it's just okay to hit the pause button on the buying from time to time, especially for those two reasons, for sure. All right, very good. Okay, yeah, no problem, Yankee. Yeah, good luck. That's a good idea. Very good idea. Bikini Woman says, yes, the cost of acquiring precious metals is a lot right now. I wish I had known about this when I was young. I only became aware of stacking in October of 2018. So I have not been able to buy much. Trying to live and buy on a government senior's pension is near impossible. Due to this, I have to limit my food to 1 meal per day and selling off some of my personal possessions. I'm still happy to have my little stash of bullion now and then and saving for the final Queen's Beast in silver and gold to be released in September. Yes, I'm looking forward to that as well, to completing that collection too. And so yes, indeed, that is good. Thanks to Keeney Woman, and hopefully you can get more meals. You shouldn't have to eat just 1 meal a day. ASMR Charlie says, can you share your thoughts on holding in the face of rising prices? What if gold goes to 5,000 and we didn't move out of our comfort zone of under 2K, for example? We may be priced out forever. That is the fear. That's called the fear of missing out. And that's a very hard thing to fight against, because if you can't afford something at $2,000, you're obviously not going to be able to afford it at $5,000. And so, but it's better not to outstretch yourself out and for that if you don't need to. It's always better to err on the side of being fiscally responsible rather than getting you in trouble and thinking it may go up there, because it could go a lot further. It could go much lower. Then you're really out of luck. All right, Captain Ron Hayward with a $10 super chat. Thank you, sir. He's got a public service announcement here. Opiate Awareness Institute is giving away a 5-ounce silver bar for the top fundraiser, but every fundraiser that raises over $250 gets a silver 1-ounce buffalo. We are a community nonprofit since 2011. Very good. I think they're on Facebook too, so check them out. Thank you, sir. Very good. All right. So yes, ASMR Charlie, that's a great question and a great statement. And you can't let that rule your personal financial situation, because even if you have a little bit of gold, it's better than nothing, and you're doing well. But if you can't afford the $2,000 now, it'd be best to put yourself into great debt to get there, thinking that gold could go up to $5,000 or $3,000. You don't want to stretch yourself out too thin. Dexter, 22,000. Another reason is being able to sell. If you live in a small country town like I do, one can't sell their PMs locally. I have to travel to the nearest city to sell. For me, that would involve a 3-hour drive up and back. No, I understand. You have to take that into account too. However, some of these online bullion dealers will take it through the mail if you're comfortable with that. All right, that's right. Silver Wolverine is with me on that. Don't give it in the FOMO factor. All right, very good. Okay, let's see here. Nunya Business says some local shops are still selling at good prices. People find a local dealer and build a relationship with them. You cannot go wrong. I deal with Vince at League City Gold and Diamond. He's a great American and a veteran and a high-quality individual. You cannot go wrong by paying him a visit. I've learned so much from him. I'm very good. It's good you have somebody you can trust, for sure. There's no question about that. Yes, indeed. Greetings to Chuck Norris. Hello. Good to see you. And La Petite Silver. Wow, thank you so much. Yes, all these super chats. A good reminder. La Petite Silver, $20 super chat towards the new equipment. Yes, indeed. Thank you so much, my friend. Very kind. All the super chats that have been collected over the last 2 weeks, maybe even a little bit more, are going towards this new equipment for the channel. And Le Petit Silver remembered that, so thank you so much. It means a lot. That's going to be very helpful for that. Thank you so much, my friend. All right. Very good. Kaote Nigyan says, if premium is more than $3, it's not a good time to buy. There you go. That's right. And everybody's got their own opinions on that, for sure. All right. Jonathan Middleton says, I'm still stacking regardless, maybe not as much as I'd like, as paying debts off too. With that said, with everything going on right now, I'm not seeing the price of silver coming down. Yeah. And that's for sure. The premiums are still there too. They're not as bad as they were before, but they're still there. Okay. Where are we at? Stuart Reed says, what do you want people to keep their money in the fiat currencies so that it can be stolen by inflation? All right, Stuart, that's a good question. Well, you have to look at it this way. We operate in the fiat currency system. We understand that these things will now our dollar is going to be inflated at least by 2% each year, or lose 2% of its value. That's inflation, and which is why I encourage people to stack gold and silver. But if you need that currency to pay your bills, and by the way, most of the bills, especially your mortgage and your utilities, do not necessarily go up every year. And so it's better to pay those off when you have a fixed income, fixed, bills, your cell phone bill, those types of things. Those typically don't increase at the same level as inflation does. Other things like groceries do. And so that's kind of why I'm saying that, especially if you can't afford it. But if you think the premiums are too high, well, that's another reason too. People have their own reasons why they do that. All right, very good. Vanessa's here. Hello. All right, very good. Alpha Robin says, yeah, I agree. I started to pay down my debt. Recently purchased a house. Well, congratulations. That's why I haven't been posting videos. Well, that's understandable. And congratulations on the new house. That's amazing. And that answers Stuart's question there. You know what I mean? Very good. All right, Mark Hazley says, gold support supposedly backing off going into June, July, while silver supposedly ramps up into the same months. I'm looking for a pullback in a silver stock to allow my sold calls to expire, but I'm looking to go long on a gold mine or two. Okay, very good, Mark. So he dabbles with the paper markets and some of the miners, and that's cool. All right, very good. Media Man says, gold and silver are wealth preservation. If no wealth, stay away. That's right. Very good. Okay. Jamie Foxx is here. Jeff Coney is here. Good to see you guys. All right. I see Mark sees a swan, a buffalo, and others. But do you have any Perth Mint piggies for your piggy bank? No, I don't have the Year of the Pig. Did not get those coins. I'm not really a collector of the Lunar series. All right, very good. We got 121 people here. 44 thumbs up. Thank you, guys. Let's take a look at the markets right now. Thanks, Red Step Stack. And Lost for Words is here. Hello, Lost for Words. Good to see you. Price too high, not premiums. All right, price too high, not premiums. Well, the premiums are still pretty high too, Alan. Yeah, on some of these coins. All right, premiums and price can be high. Both are high. Let's see, Coin Hound. How does one do a top chat or super chat? There should be a button there, right below where you say something, and it has a dollar sign or something like that. Click on that, and it takes it, I think, from a credit card or what have you. All right, Donald, New Mexico, 120 watching, and 3 thumbs down. All right, very good. Okay, so here's what the markets are doing. They're back to being sort of just tepid here. You know what I mean? They're not doing a whole lot. Gold is down only slightly. It's down 60 cents. Literally less than 0.1% there, and a movement of gold downward. And silver is down just over 1/4 of a point there, $17.25. platinum and palladium are down modestly. So the markets are relatively flat for the most part, guys. And it's interesting. That's would typically mean it's good news. At the kind of where things are with the markets, that there's not a whole lot of activity going on. Typically this would be the normal on a Sunday night market watch, but I've done this long enough that we've seen quite a number of days or mornings in Asia where the markets react pretty aggressively one way or the other, or there's a glitch with Kitco's pricing, and that's probably more likely the case in many times. All right, very good. Okay. Let's slurp here. Okay. Let's get a little comments here. Alex Miles says, I cannot agree with just one reason, and that is the cost. To have the mental barrier in place to say I'm not paying more than $20 or such in such a number over spot is actually translating to industry, as these values are overvalued and not worth over this much. For if it did have the value some people forecast of 50 to 1500 like for silver, then most certainly even at $30, $40, it would still be a great deal, as same for gold. But this is not the sentiment from a lot of prominent people in the stacking community. You see a lot of why I stopped stacking themed videos and posts. This is most concerning if precious metals are supposed to be a store of wealth, and the notion of PMs are not worth any amount of currency is a direct conflict with safe haven status. This also speaks to the whole premium mindset of why does one separate the cost of metals like so. The premium is the actual price of physical metals at a given time. And well, we all know what spot is. Getting over these mental hurdles will keep the precious metals moving in the right direction, in the right place. After all, how could money not ever be worth it? That's true. But, when they're priced, when spot price is out there, it is essentially as a commodity. But yeah, the actual physical price, I guess, is the premiums that are being charged along the supply chain over spot price. Okay, let's see here. Who else? All right, yeah, we get finally another slurp. That's right, Barbara. Yeah, sorry about that. I was a little bit late on that. Very good. Hello, useful strangers. I think you're new here. Welcome. Always welcome. Always love to see new folks pop in. So good to see you. Okay, let's see here. We've got Sarge. Question: if we all take into account that Buffett sold all of his airline exposure, did a move in March, okay, going through all this stuff. Why would you not throw everything you have in a PM? Just asking if all this other stuff is happening. Well, because it's timing. It's timing of the markets. and who knows what's going to happen. All of these things are going on but you could have made this list in 2012 and 2013. And everybody thought, including me, I thought then, well, it's about any day now where we're going to see precious metals break through, but they didn't. And they may not this time either, so I'm really careful about that. Tricky guy, how much will the premium on an ounce of gold bought from an online bullion dealer of gold goes to 3,000? Do premiums increase to tamp down artificial? What's fair? Well, typically, it's anywhere between 3 to 5%, depending. I've heard 5% is somewhat of a normal for gold, so it's a percentage-wise. I guess that would probably be the case with if gold goes to whatever level. However, I would say that some of it is regarding manufacturing costs, which essentially the manufacturing costs are the same for gold and silver, which means the premiums on silver will be higher. So I would say that probably the premiums will go down on a percentage-wise if gold ever got that high. Premium ASE is $11 at APMEX. Yeah, doesn't surprise me. Still pretty high. All right, let's see here. All right, okay, 1000 Dare Radio is glad he got off work so we can enjoy this live. Thank you so much, my friend. We don't get any scammer calls on a Sunday, and they don't answer either. We try. All right. Joseph O'Kane, thanks for the video, Sal. The entire stacking community respects your videos and advice. Well, thank you, my friend. However, I've known to be wrong, for sure. and other people interject their opinion or add more to give more insight on it, for sure. Okay. Alan Gold says spot is a hoax. Price is price is price. Includes everything to put the metal in your hand. Well, that's right. In the end, it's the price you pay that matters. I've actually posted a video about that, Alan. But spot price is definitely not a hoax. It happens to be what people are paying in the exchange traded funds and in those markets and in those worlds, and it is what is used to calculate the prices that dealers charge. They use some variation of spot price, whatever that may be. You know, they source it from different places. Usually it's higher than what you would see listed at Kitco, for instance. But I do believe that the price that matters is the price you pay, for sure. What you call premium is just a margin. Yeah, well, that's margin, premium. It's all semantics. It's the price above spot, typically. And those premiums are calculated throughout the chain of manufacturing and to the very end, whatever the bullion dealer charges at the point of sale is the last premium or last margin that's on there. Okay. Moronica. Gordon Wolf says, hey Sal, great video. Don't know if this qualifies as a separate reason, number 3. But someone that the current price is mainly a result of greed on the part of the dealers. I want to send them a message by not buying with these current premiums. If the laws of supply and demand really exist in the precious metals market, if enough people hold off buying, maybe a message will be sent to the large dealer in the form of growing inventories and a shrinking sales revenue. Hopefully they would respond to that message by getting a little more reasonable with the price. Well, that's right. And they're responding to demand from every little avenue, from the brokers to the suppliers. Getting silver and gold has been difficult during shutdowns and mine closures. And so you get an increased supply, or you get people buying less. Well, that's going to increase the supply, and the premiums will come down. That's exactly right. Very good. Red Step Stacker, the only time you're wrong is when dealing with speculative concepts. Time will tell scenarios. Other than that, you're dead on. Well, thank you, my friend. Yeah, well, that's right. I do guess on speculative concepts like predicting the spot price of gold or silver, and I'm wrong. So, at times. So, yes, indeed. But if spot has no connection to reality, actual delivery, why keep perpetuating? Well, it does. There's two different. I mean, I guess, Alan, they're separating, but there's not a disconnect to reality. In other words, people are going to be paying a price over the spot price, which is the premium, and those have increased, but there's a foundation that where it is. I would say probably back when silver was $11 and some odd cents, I would say you were probably right for that period of time. That it really didn't matter what the spot price was because people were paying well over $20 an ounce. And but that only lasted for a little while. Now spot prices come back into realityville, and the premiums are starting to come down a little bit, but they're still up there because there's still demand for the product. But this has happened before. So yeah, I do think that there's still some relevance there, but there's a separation. But I've not been one of those that said, well, spot price just doesn't matter. But I've been one of those that said there's been a separation. In fact, there's been a separation between not only the spot price, but also the futures price. And in fact, my local coin shop was using the futures price as a basis for precious metals, buying precious metals. All right. Hugo Stiglitz says, always buy silver and gold when the price is low. Always buy it when the price is high. Never sell unless you replace it immediately. Paper money or monopoly money is going bye-bye. It's all about bartering and trading. If you don't have silver and gold, what are you going to barter with or trade with? The black markets will emerge. There will be medium currency, which will be silver and fractional gold. I say keep buying. Buy as much as you can afford. Don't go in over your head. Buy within your means. Well, the last sentence there, or two sentences, I agree with wholeheartedly. However, it's very unlikely that the dollar is just going to collapse in the way people think it will. It very well could be that they may reset the dollar and reinvent the dollar And I think if they reinvent it, they're going to reinvent it in a manner of form of a fiat designation without any kind of rules system. They'll just dress it up in a new skirt and say, hey, this is the new dollar. This is what it's worth. Start to stack those. We're gonna revalue our debt based off of this new dollar, and it's gonna make it much less. And we'll see. We'll see how it is. All right, very good. Thank you, Hugo, for your comment. And Sal, if you don't want your silver and gold, you can just give it to me. I'll take good care of it. Well, thanks. Well, notice I said stop buying, but I didn't say sell. I did not say sell, and I also didn't say slurp, but I will slurp. Gold Chick Vibafell is here. Hello, Gold Chick. Good to see you. All right. Silver Bean Counter says, smart advice, Sal. Sometimes you can make a quick buck, sometimes you can't. For me, the prices are much higher than I like. And just maintaining collections. There you go. Yep. Indeed, that's right. Jerry Iverson says, I am debt-free. Just bought another 100 ounce to add to the large stack. But with excellent credit, I got a credit card with no interest for 15 months. And we'll still have the balance of the silver purchase paid off in 2 to 3 months. No interest paid. Using a credit card with a strategic plan can really benefit. That's right. If you can use a credit card to your advantage, then there's no problem, no worries about doing that for sure, especially if you get points and the like, or long periods of times with no interest. So well done, Jerry. Paul says, I'd love it if most people held off from buying for a while to see if the premiums go down. Yes. It would be very interesting to see if people stop buying, to see what happens to the premiums. Yes, indeed. But it's not happening. People are still buying this stuff. Michael Ramsey says, Sal, I quit buying. I hit 25% of my wealth. Not good to increase past that level. Good video. Thank you, sir. All right. Vanessa, I just got some platinum from the LCS. 1988 Australian 1 ounce koala. Well, congratulations. Very nice. The sweet coin, yes indeed. I've got a 1/4 ounce koala from 94. Battleship New Jersey Sailor says, sorry to go off the subject here, but I need to warn all that read this about a product scam. It goes by different names, marketed at different websites. A Wi-Fi booster. One advertises the page for Super Boost. Bought it for $49. Data speed, no difference. It did not work. Save your money. Don't buy Super Boost. Okay, all right. Duly noted. All right. Kind of a strange place to do that, though. Battleship New Jersey Sailor. Why on a precious metal video? All right. David Villalba. I buy regardless of premiums. I'd rather be holding it than looking for it. Okay. All right. Yeah, if you're comfortable with those premiums, then that's fine. All right. All right, Mr. Vegeta just announced the winner of the 7,000 subscriber 1 ounce silver giveaway, and it's me, everybody. Yes, indeed, I won that giveaway from Mr. Vegeta, so I don't even need to watch the video to find out. Thanks, Mr. Vegeta. Very nice of you. No, I'm kidding. No, I'm sure it wasn't me, but check out Mr. Vegeta's video. Very nice of him. And congrats on 7,000 subs. Yes, indeed. Every time I slurp, you slurp too. I need to do some push-ups to wake up here. Michael Higgins, do you expect a large flood of ASE soon? We could. They're starting to get into manufacturing. The country's starting to open back up again, so we may see them come back. I think these premiums are going to go down pretty soon, guys. I really do. And they have started to go down a little bit, but not by a whole lot. Bill Rundle, this is still the time to buy silver. American Silver Eagle is still a bargain at $8 premium price. When silver hits at $100 again, like in '86, you will kick yourself for not buying an ASE. Well, the silver never got to $100 at any time ever in history, Bill Rundle. And it was in 1980 that it got to $50 an ounce. And even when you calculate, of course, I don't know, when you calculate adjust for inflation, I guess I did get over $100, but not to 1986. But anyways, Astral Club says, I'm not really religious, but I bought 15 Ictus John 3:16 1 ounce silver rounds for $1 above melt on eBay. It's the best bargain I've seen in weeks. Well, very good. Congratulations. Awesome. Yes, indeed. John 3:16, a good verse. Okay, NDXP is going to pick up a silver gold mine penny stocks from a dartboard, and we're going to follow them. Should be fun. Interesting. Okay. Tricky guy, what's the highest premium ever paid for a coin or round? Oh my goodness gracious. My guess is it's probably one of those auctions, Sotheby's auctions or something like that. Maybe the 1933 double eagle. Couple $1,000,000. Couple of $1,000,000, I guess. That's going to be my guess. All right, very good. Acrobatic Jesus, I get my PM on Thursday. Congratulations, very cool. I do not know that you're not listening to me. I just assumed that everybody was listening to me. I mean, was laser focused, you know what I mean? And I should adjust that focus for inflation. That's right. Bluestone Ridge Railroad, hello, welcome. I think you're new here too. Let's take a look at the markets. What are they doing, guys? Well, what are they doing? Not a whole lot. They are just chilling out here. Gold is down 70 cents, 0.04%. Silver is down almost a third of a point here. And it's down a nickel, 17.24 now. Platinum is down $3, but palladium is now making its first move upward for the night. And yes, indeed. So $828, $2,037. Okay, Media Man did the math for us. Okay, so $50 in 1980 is $155 today. Thank you, Media Man. So Bill Rundle was partially right there. He just with his timing was wrong. All right, very good. Where are we at here now? Jeff Higgins says, paper currencies eventually fail. Metals have a 5,000-year track record. That's very true. That's very true. We just don't know how long that the paper market will go. And this is the first time, really, since the dollar's creation, it's the first time in the history where where the vast majority of the people, where the dollar was kind of that world reserve currency, for spread apart more widely around the world than at any other time in any other currency. Pamela Rice is here. Hello, Pamela. Good to see you. All right. Very good. Welcome. Welcome, welcome, welcome. All right. One out of money, safe is full. There you go. Yeah, I guess that would be another thing, too. If you don't have a place to put your metals, that'd be one reason, another why to do it. So, very good. All right, Spectacular is here. It says 110 watching. It's getting hot in here. Well, this is just this is a low number for Spectacular's live streams. He gets a lot of people watching his. A lot more exciting, but yes, indeed. Thank you, Speg, for popping in. William Lanucci. Everyone stop buying silver and gold now. Sorry, just saying. All right. Just wait till you see prices that are coming up, because you'll take a permanent non-buying spree, because our dollars won't be able to purchase diddly squat in 2021. We shall see. We shall see. All right, very good. Thanks, Donna, New Mexico. Cyber Curtain for Sal. Yeah, where's Cyber Curtain? He's usually here, but yeah, maybe he's getting to bed a little early tonight. All right, what was the highest premium increase you've seen that was obviously abusive profiteering? Oh, man, good grief. Where can I even account those? Oh, my goodness. Littleton Coin. Some of these that are, I mean, there's so many of them that have profiteering, you know. But hey, it's up to them. It's a free country. If companies want to sell at a ridiculous price, we don't have to buy it. We shouldn't buy it. You know what I mean? What was it your mama told you? To shop around? You better shop around. Cyber Curtain Twitcher is here. All right, CCT. Yes, welcome, CCT. Hope you're doing well, my friend. I know it's late there in the United Kingdom, so we're glad you're here. Always glad you're here. All right. All right. Let's see here. Spectacular. I'm not more exciting than you. I assure you I do buy views from companies out of India, though. Oh, man. Well, can you hook me up with the down low on that? Because I want to get in on some of that action. All right. Yes, indeed. No, Spectacular's got a great channel. He's an exciting guy. Yes, indeed he is. All right. Very cool. All right, let's get back up here. Kevlar says, good video, good points. Just subbed your channel recently. Well, thank you. Could you do a video or give your opinion on whether buying a quantity or quality when buying gold and silver bullion, meaning should we focus on buying mint collector coins or bars as opposed to just buying for a quantity and the most ounces of the metals as far as resale value in times like this? Yeah, well, actually, there's a lot of videos out there on the subject already, but I might put my own spin on that, Kevlar, because I do have some thoughts on it, and so I may address that topic for sure. Thank you, Kevlar. I appreciate it. Hope you come and hear this response. Thank you, sir. Marshall Health, fantastic video, Sal. Yes, get out of debt first. Enjoy the metals that's been accumulated, and don't worry about FOMO. Stack it high, stack it wide. Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. Discipline is key. All right, discipline is key. All right, let's see here. Very good. And we've got part-time prepper saying definitely had a stretch when the kids were young, buying houses and new cars, etc. When just didn't have the extra funds to stack. Happy Memorial Day, Sal and community. Yes, indeed. Thank you. All right. Yes, indeed. Yep. You gotta prioritize. Prioritize, indeed. You know, you hear the saying, "Pay yourself first." Well, my philosophy is no. Pay your bills first. Pay your debts first. Yes, indeed. Matthew Kitchen says, I just bought an ancient Roman silver coin. I don't care about the cost, $250. I wanted it to show dumb people that silver was money 2,000 years ago, that it still has purchasing power now. Well, that's good. That's very good. And I think that's, and as a collector, and you can have a reason, even as not a collector, to tell a story, to make a point, and you understand what you bought. And that's crucial, and that's key. So you did the right thing there. Holla, hello. Some stackers are out of work, are selling to pay bills. Yeah, some of them are. That's true. Very good. All right. Always good to see all you guys in here. You have 113 watching, so let's take a look at what the markets are doing right now. Again, they're just kind of just hovering, guys. We've been going at this for almost an hour. We're going to check and see what gold has been doing on the charts, and as you can see, it's taking a little bit of dip, but it's kind of just hovering here. So it took a little bit of a dip, and then it came back, and it's recovering to just a very little under spot, or under the previous price. And then silver here, we can see it's kind of doing somewhat of the same thing. It's more of a jagged edge here that silver's been doing its thing. It's kind of just wonking around here at a appreciable lower than the price of out of the starting gate. Very good. Andrew McBoomer, I think the community should drop the term spot price and adopt a new term like you don't go fill up your cars at a gas tank and expect to pay the crude oil price. Perhaps bullion price would be a better term. Well, that's a good thing. I've always thought that there ought to be some sort of universal price that everybody can go to and get the same information to calculate premiums. I think in some way there's some either dishonesty or something kind of screwed up with how the markets are read. Because what is spot price? Who can we trust for spot price? How often is it updated? You know what I mean? But anyways, okay, tricky guy. What is the most popular metals channel? Are you some backwaters channel, or do you have respect amongst the most successful preachers? Oh man, I don't even know. I don't consider myself to be, there's other great channels out there. Shoot, there's people that I don't know what you consider. I consider big to be who gets the most views. And my channel is definitely not one of those that get the most views. I think channels like Spectaculars, Silver Dragons, even Silver Britches as an up-and-coming channel. They're much bigger channels than mine as far as the views they get. And that's how I measure channel success, is in those views. But yeah, I don't know. But they're respected guys. All of them are. Good channels out there for sure. IB12541, there are other precious metals, namely lead and brass. Yes, lead and brass, not lead and grass. All right, very good. All right. Looking for 20 bill from Athena, Oregon. Low serial number, ratty shape, $2,000 for that bill. Wow. That's crazy. Human, excellent. Thank you, human. You're more human than a human, I've always said. More human than a human. All right, Rob Bird says, Salivate Metal, curious if you've changed your strategy in light of what, of you know what. Let's see, stacking strategy for, oh, yes, indeed. Yes, since this video, not really, because see, the thing is I'm a weirdo. That should probably be the takeaway from this entire live stream, is that I'm a weirdo. But the thing is that I buy mainly what I collect. I buy as a collector, but since I've been focusing more on gold, I'm stacking. I'm using that stacking element, and I know I'm not going to lose as much premium wise. So I've not really changed my strategy too much. But it's a great question, Rob Bird. So I'm going to have to say no. But if I was a pure stacker, I may have be adjusting in some ways. If I was like stacking eagles, I don't know. I may not. I don't know how I would have handled some of this. Although I did buy a tube of eagles through this situation right at the beginning of that big dip when the premium started to really go up. I bought, I think, just at the right time. All right, let's see here. Sterling Cannabis. I measure channel success in comments and conversations. I just don't care about the views, numbers, and subscribers. Very good. Yeah. I mean, it's a good interactive community. Yeah, I mean, you got to make a good point here. I mean, when you talk about reaching the sheer numbers of people, it's that kind of success. But you know what? People like you and other folks, Barbara Carbone, CCT, Terry, the regular viewers, you guys are great, and this community is great. And so in that way, I think it's a success that we are a success with this community, and that's how I measure that. You guys you guys are part of what makes everything great with the conversations, not only in the comments here, which is why we do this comment review, because I think it's important to take time to recognize these comments, but also in the chat side here too. All right, let's see here. Spectacular, you probably said this a dozen times, so I apologize, but do you have any of the Royal Fortune coins from Amex? You know what? I don't. I've not even heard of that. Royal Fortune coins. And I'm not even keeping up with some of these newer releases here lately, so that's one I've not seen, Spag. I'll have to check that out from Amex. That's interesting. Yes, indeed. Chad Lichtenstein, only metals I got is a radar 1 ounce gold and 1 ounce silver end of World War II to buy for the rest of the year. Yes, those are cool. The little 10th ounce coin, somebody posted a video on that. I actually want to get that thing. That's got a high premium to it, but as a collector, I think it looks pretty cool. All right. Very good. Okay, let's see here. Sal, you should see what really goes on in the chat. I know, and I do miss some of the stuff in the chat. And I apologize if I missed what some of you guys are saying in there, but you guys have fun in there for sure. Human says, I'm still learning, so I wonder if when the premiums drop, but the printing of the dollar continues by the Fed, bank, and government, will the price of the precious metals rise? So will the overall price of buy does not drop? I think they will. I think the prices will go up as people get more nervous and there's talk of another stimulus package or relief package going out. The more they do that, the more likelihood of a dollar reset or some sort of situation. Omlock Colme is here. Good to see you. All right. Mark Brott, BR Bot says the premiums spread between spot prices nuts. You can't even buy it peer-to-peer in Australia. Yeah, that's too bad. Yes, indeed. I hear you, brother. It's tough. Seduced by Silver is here. Good to see you. All right, Seduced. Welcome. All right. Talk about burnt umber private parts. They're talking about, oh man, burnt umber private. I heard John Knapp say something about a burnt wiener. Crazy. Burnt hot dogs. Crazy stuff. All right, let's see here. Jack, people overrate premiums, in my opinion. $17 spot plus $4 premium. 21 total is better than a $20 spot and $2 premium. 22 ounce total. Just dollar cost average and everything works out. Buy more at lower prices, premiums included, and less at higher overall prices. That's right, Jack. That sums it up. That really does sum it up for sure. And I'm with you on that. That's why I was comfortable paying some of the higher premiums for those gold eagles, for the silver eagles, I mean. Okay. Rumor has it his name was Ron Swanson. Oh, my goodness gracious. Yes, Ron Swanson. I love old Ron Swanson. Yes, indeed. Very good. Jack says, people who need to sell their metals, if they hit a bind, should not be buying these metals, in my opinion. 5 to 10% of net worth is my metals target. If my net worth is zero, I have zero metals. If it was 100,000, I have a 3 to 6 month emergency fund and all that, I won't need to sell 5 to 10,000 in metals. Very good point. Very good. Let's see what the markets are doing. As I am going to, since Seduced by Silver is here, she is going to give me the number of push-ups that I need to do to satisfy her this Sunday evening. And so I'm all about satisfying Seduced by Silver, as you know. So I'm getting prepared here for some push-ups for the lovely Seduced by Silver. So let's see how many she tells me to do. Be gentle. Oh, I'm kind of winded today. Let's see here. This is a replay, Gold Chick. This is a replay. This is not live, Gold Chick. We are not watching it live. This is completely. Okay, let's see here. 2. Oh my goodness, Seduced by Silver. Only 2. Well, I'll tell you what. We'll add a 0 to that. Seduced, you're very kind. So let's do 20 push-ups for Seduced. All right. That's the least we can do. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right. Now I'm going to stretch my back. Okay, here we go. We just did 20. We didn't do an extra one there either, but we just did 20 there. Okay. Okay, let's see here. Very good. Let's see. Moving back in here. Oh, 20.5. You owe me a half a push-up. Oh, my goodness gracious. Let me get the... I'll drop and give you a half a push-up. Here we go. Here we go. All right. I'm going to hold it, holding it. That half push-up was harder than a full push-up because it just went halfway down and held it. Oh, man. One honest one. There you go. Sterling Cannabis. Okay. Aussie Coin Girl, you're going to do a slurp push-up, slurp. Hello, Aussie. Yes, indeed. Here's the slurp after the push-up. Let's see. Pamela Rice says, you don't want to have to go to the COVID hospital. No, I do not. I do not want to go there for sure. Tony is twerking now. Oh, my goodness gracious. Gold miners, remember that's where the coins come from gold miners. William Birkenroad says. Okay, the markets are still kind of tepid here. Let's see. Okay, Melman says, can you do a video or have you done one on the supply chain and each step in the chain and detail the price of American Gold Eagle and ASC? Thanks. That is actually a good topic. You know, I'm going to actually take notes on these because I might have to, let's see here. Let me think about this. Let me just copy this. This is a better way to do this. Put it in the notes. And do one on what else? What was the other topic? I'm typing something. Just, you probably can't tell, but I'm typing something now. Very good. I'm going to save this document. Very good. And recapture my boilerplate. Whoops, I could have gotten it right back from up here. Where did I get? Here we go. All right. Where are we at? There we go. Very good. Thank you, Mailman. I'm going to, yeah, I'll look into that. Very good. Okay. Dazed and Confused Stacker says, okay, how many more millennials are going to stay gold as a commodity? You can get worthless. I'm getting sick of hearing it. Gold is not a commodity. Your socialist economic teachings may think that it is and want you to think that it is, but gold is not a commodity. It's a tier 1 asset. That's right. That's exactly right. I mean, it is traded in some ways. It is seen in some ways because it is used in industry, but at the same time, there is silver is seen as a commodity, probably more so than as money, whereas gold is seen more so as money than as a commodity. But gold does have some aspects to it that where it can be determined or valued in some regards as a commodity, but not very often. Mostly it is a hedge, and mostly people do see it as money. And you're right, it is a tier 1 asset, so that's right. Well, good point, Dazed and Confused Stacker. Okay, let's see here. All right, Silver Stealer. Being a diabetic, this scammer offends me. Actually, they all do. Thanks for wasting this time. Thank you, my friend. All right, Silver Stealer. I didn't know you were diabetic, but thank you. I'm glad you weren't offended by that, for sure. All right. Okay. Michelle Brigette says, for me, gold and silver are money. Yes, I am with you. All right. Very good. Let's see. It doesn't apply to collecting. That's right. Although collecting, you definitely don't want to collect if you can't, or if you can. It's even, I think number 2 for this is something that is much more apropos for collectors than stackers out there. Very good. AC says amen. All right. Thank you, AC. And Michelle Brigette says, always the premiums for silver is so high. I don't think I'm interested to buy silver now. I prefer my dollars. I'm stacking dollars right now. Okay, Micheline. Very good. Thank you so much. All right. Let's see here. Very good. Now we ride says, only way I can buy silver now is for the dealer spot price plus 30 cents in vault. Same as their location. Just make sure it's segregated vault system. Okay. All right. Let's see. Silver Stealer says, premiums play the biggest role in my purchases. Having a nice stack has taught me patience now. Excellent video. Yes, thank you, my friend. Yes, indeed. Sometimes you can get a point where, hey, you've accumulated enough. You'd like to get more, but you have enough. If ever there is a huge spike, you can be sitting pretty, for sure. All right. Let's hear some one-arm push-ups, says Tom Seward. Yeah, there we go. One-arm push-ups. I wish I could do that. Can you imagine if I could? That would be crazy. All right, let's see here. Silver Liner, greetings, I hope that you are right about a pullback on precious metals because I would like to stack more. The current trajectory in the past 2 months doesn't show a major pullback. Yeah, it doesn't, but there is a little bit of a dip here, but not, very negligible on all the metals fronts now. We're seeing gold literally just above 1/10 of a percentage point down. Silver just a little bit under 1/3 of a percentage point down. So there's not a whole lot of movement here. But yeah, it's there, and they could dip some, Like I said, my floor for gold is probably about $1,600. And silver would be about $14. I don't see the metals going below those levels, either of them, through this, if there is a dip. Okay, let's see here. Let's get back to the comments here. We have got Donald in New Mexico. He says the textured feel of the buffalo adds to its artistic appeal. It sure does. I like how they did that. I like how they did that with the buffalo. They're true genius. Time to bring in the dancing bears. There you go, Joe. Yes, indeed. Bring them all in. All right. Francisco Ray says, after paying my bills, putting money in my 401k, buying some stocks, mutual funds, and adding to my savings, I still have some disposable income. Either I buy some gold and silver, or I just end up wasting money on useless crap that I'll eventually get bored of. Yeah, that's right. And that's kind of why I started collecting. I figured if I'm going to collect something cool, when you buy a collector coin, it doesn't run out of batteries. If it's silver, you have to store it in a cool, dry place to prevent it from, tarnishing or what have you, or toning. But essentially, it's just, it sits there, and you can admire its beauty, and you're always protected by the intrinsic value of the metal contained therein. All right. Okay, all right, very good. Captain Ron Hayward says, I would not consider gold jewelry money. That's an industrial component of gold. Those are electrical, reflective, decorative, and much more industrial uses of gold, just not as much quantity as silver. Yes. No, I understand. Yeah, typically people don't see that, but I am watching this series on Netflix where it's called The Last Kingdom, and silver has been talked about a lot in that series consistently, and they barter it, and a lot of it is silverware, jewelry, and cups and things like that, and they weigh it out, and that's which I think is kind of interesting. You know what I mean? If you get a chance to see it, it's not the best storyline, not the best acting, but it's enough that it's piqued my interest, and they do reference silver a lot, especially in that time. Silver, especially, was the dominant trade, even more so than gold, in that area of the world, and for the Vikings and England, and yes, indeed. All right. Money Printing Go Burr says, a legitimate reason to pause buying PMs that has nothing to do with the price is if your overall investment strategy tells you that you've reached your exposure limit on one asset class. Some people don't want 50, 30, 20 in their liquidity in PMs. It all comes down to goals and strategy. I think it's true to say that silver is undervalued, but to say silver is undervalued, you should buy some is another story. A good deal is only relevant if it matches your investment strategy. That's right. Good point. All right, let's see here. Where are we at? Okay, Barbara Carbone says, hey, Sal, I agree. We decide what and what not to buy with everything. It definitely needs to be applied to PMs, too. We save for everything. We need to save for PMs, too, but we have priorities and mustn't place PMs ahead of necessities. That includes debt, too. Pay off your debt, pay back anyone you owe, then purchase the PMs you like in a responsible manner. Exactly right, Barbara Carbone. It's about fiscal responsibility, and she stated it up quite well. Slurp for you. I better do that slurp for her. There we go. All right. Okay, let's see here. Sam Lick, is XF45 a good grade for an 1892 $5 Liberty? That's I don't know so much about if that date is rare or not, but that's not the best grade. You can get those coins for most of those $5 gold coins at better grades than that. I wouldn't pay much more in spot unless it's a rare date, which I don't think that is. So I wouldn't pay a whole lot more in spot for that, really. Because you can buy those things with pretty much in AU condition these days. Okay, let's see here. Robert High says, why would you stop? This is a long-term strategy. If you are worried about small ups and downs, then stacking isn't for you. That's the thing. I covered that in the video, Robert, especially the part 2. And number 1 talks about premiums and these higher premiums that people aren't comfortable paying for one reason or another. I'm not saying it's necessarily for me for part 1, but part 2 would be a factor for anybody. Should be number 2. I mean, Native Stacker. The main reason I don't buy a lot at this time is for high premium. If for some reason I had to sell, the bullion companies would not pay me a high premium for them. That's for sure. but they are paying higher premiums than normal, though. That's for sure. The big demand for silver is over, at least compared to even 1 month ago. I will be buying in the future, but for now, I'm doing my part to get the premiums down by not buying. Also have a large purchase to make for my new home, and that will be cutting into my budget. So there you go. Yes, and that's all both good reasons for sure, especially if you see where things are going with the demand for silver. But I think the demand for silver is still going up. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see here. Where are we at? Drain the Swamp 2.0 says, Sal, don't buy. That's my buy signal. I don't have a problem paying these premiums. It doesn't matter how much it costs. I just have to sell higher than I bought them. No big deal. A lot of people bought Bitcoin at 10,000 and it still went to 20,000. So I'm sick of people complaining about the premiums. Good, don't buy now, and don't need you guys cashing out early to flood the markets with weak-handed stackers. All right, yes, and it's a different opinion on that. Thanks, Drain the Swamp. And we have a new member, a new honorary citizen, Migman GST 23. Thank you so much for joining as an honorary citizen. Very kind. Yes, indeed. I think you're new here, too, so that's great. Thank you so much. Very cool. All right. Okay, Sam Lick paid $500 for the XF45 1092 $5 gold Liberty. Yeah, and I think that's a little bit much. I probably would not have paid that. I got one recently. I haven't even done a video. And I paid $460 for it. And it was when gold was a little bit higher than what it is now. So, but I don't know. It could be that that's a rare date. I don't know. I kind of doubt it. But anyways. All right. Silver Hoarder 1969 says, air travel down 80%. The airlines are selling off airplanes. Canceling orders from Boeing will certainly affect supply chain companies like GE and many others. That is just one industry. Many others have been affected, especially the hospitality industry. We really haven't felt the full effect of the tsunami that is yet to hit after the earthquakes. The uncertainty is making gold and silver go up. It might be a good time to back off and sit on what you do have and save cash for now. Yes, good for me. Yes. All right. Thank you. All right. Very good. Let's see here. Joe Kugo reported for being fake and gay. All right, okay. Paul Richard says, 2 reasons to buy. I'm broke. 2, not to buy, and I'm really, really broke and out of toilet paper. All both good reasons, Paul. Yes, indeed. Let's take another slurp for that. All right. Let's slurp some. I got us a little bit of water left, and I have these almonds here too. All right. Silverliner, do you believe the government minted coins are worth more than any other round minted? Yeah, they're more liquid. And they're more trusted and they're more recognizable. If you take a maple leaf in to a local coin shop to sell, they're going to immediately know what it is, and they know they can move it. If you take a privately issued round in, they will wonder if it's real or not. They can test it and find out. They may know what it is. It just depends on what the privately issued round is. But usually those things are, the government issued are more recognized than the privately issued ones. Doesn't mean that the privately issued ones aren't. It's just that I think you have an easier time selling those. Let's see here. Coins A to Z, Sal, good points. All right. All right, Steven, I'm not sure if you're just trolling or whatever. Many of your comments are going into being held for review, and I'm not sure exactly what I don't think I've ever seen. Have you ever been here before? But let's maybe keep some of the language, some of the things like, especially about Hitler and stuff like that. Good grief. Hitler didn't have bad ideas. Yeah. Maybe he's just trying to troll. But Herb Ash says, Sal, I'm listening to this video on my earbuds while cutting the grass and cracking up laughing. Next time, give them the phone number to the White House. There you go. Thanks, Herb. I appreciate it, my friend. Glad you enjoyed that. We like to have a little fun here. Tricky guy, your obsession with upper thigh hairs has been bested. Tony just posted, I have long-haired underarm women. Now, that's your upper hair. There you go. That's true. That's right. I've been topped out by that. That's right. Yes, indeed. For sure. Oh, yes, indeed. Neophyte Stacker is here. Hello, welcome. Let's take a look at the markets. What are the markets doing right now, guys? The markets are not in free fall. And they're just kind of just hanging out there. They're not doing a whole lot. Not doing a whole lot at all, for sure. Yes, indeed. They're just down just a little bit. In fact, there's no movement since the last time we checked them. So we're going to go back to the comments here. All right, Stephen Graffam. Hello. Good to see you, Stephen. All right. Highest like ever, 276. Well, thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. You're awesome. Got a lot of thumbs down on this video, too. All right, very good. Gold Maple. In your video, Sal, you provided two main reasons for not buying gold and silver. Disagreement with the price and premium for silver and your budget. I can think of a third reason for not people buying gold and silver. 3, gold and silver does not earn you interest above the demand price, what people pay. For instance, for stocks, you get dividends per share you own. For owning land, you earn value in the land together with the value of resource found in the land. Well, then if they're not buying for that reason, then they were really not stackers, because Gold Maple number 3, people understand that gold and silver don't pay a dividend. They're not there to pay you dividends. They're not there as investments. They are there to preserve your wealth in the long term. They're not there to make you money. The metals themselves, they're there just to preserve your wealth. All right, very good. Thank you. Grow Mechanic is on this video. Huge gold bar discovery. 10-year-old discovered this stuff in France. Hillbilly Prepping says, cool. Thank you, Hillbilly. All right. All right, let's see here. All right, yes, thank you. Thank you, Jamie Fox. It says, thumbs up for Sal. He says, 77 thumbs up, 3 thumbs down, 88 watching. Thank you, guys. All right, that's what being 10 years old. Yes, indeed. Yes, indeed. Red Step Stack. Yes, sir. Okay. Oh, yes, Le Petit Silver, definitely. Mercury is definitely liquid. And I'm talking about the mercury dime as well as the actual metal mercury. Yes, indeed. I do attract all the weirdos. Neophyte Stacker, thoughts on self-directed precious metals IRA or Kitco at Max Precious Metals account. Neophyte actually did an interview with a lady who, check it out. Type in precious metals IRA, I think, on my videos, and you hear that. It's a good topic on that. Chuck and Plot, yes, I responded to your email about Chris Dwayne. Look for that response because I think you'll be quite interested in it. Stephen Graffin says, been fishing, being locked up, given with cabin fever, so been kayaking and fishing last 2 weeks. Haven't been on YouTube much. All right, no worries. Well, welcome back, my friend. Yes, indeed. Yes, good to get outdoors. I need to get outdoors more. I'm pale as a ghost. I'm pale as a freaking ghost here. Oh, my goodness gracious. Wake up and smell the coffee. Yes, indeed. I could use some caffeine tonight. But I've got decaf. Might go back to half calf, maybe. Thinking about it. I would never be that lucky, says Silver Fan. I know, man. Can you imagine finding 2 gold bars building a fort? Oh, my goodness, that'd be crazy. Gold Maple says, Warren Buffett says that gold and silver are bad investments because they do not pay you interest beyond their physical value. That's right. And they're not investments at all. And it's because of their physical value is the whole attraction to precious metals. It's not about making money. You have to get out of that mindset. It is about preserving your wealth. All right, let's see here. M. Nice says, I would never let anyone know. If I found them, I'd be minting my own bullion. There you go. Yes, indeed. That happened there, all right. Red Step Stacker says, I thought the chip on your shoulder was a 9-volt Duracell battery. Oh, man. Yes, indeed. Could be something. I found a rusty Hot Wheels car once for metal detecting. That's cool. I actually had found one of those metal detecting too some time ago. Oops. Dang it, I hate when I do that. I canceled out of it. Canceled out of that thing. Mow my lawn in my underwear. I might do that sometime. I got a Speedo I could wear. Nice tight snow. I don't have any Speedos. Don't get confused for Edgar Winter. Yes, indeed. Stephen Marzur. Stackers or collectors? I guess I'm supposed to be a collector with no emotional investment, or I could not stack coins for the sole purpose of selling for profit. $5 US either side. $25 US is a safe bet for premium bullion coins. Collector's coins are a desire that you have to see and other people hope to gain from selling. Give up the booze, drugs, and one-night stands, quit smoking and eating junk food, and your budget will go a lot further. 2021 releases are just around the corner. Stash your cash and get ready to buy. Yes, indeed. It's definitely a safer way to blow money, so to speak, for sure. Sterling Cannabis, you need 3 of my cookies. Yes, it's a holiday relax. Yes, indeed. Okay, Mark B., have a good night, my friend. Thanks for popping on. I hope you feel better. Yes, indeed. Thanks for popping in, my friend. All right. Yes, indeed. And Seduced by Silver still with us. All right. Thank you, Seduced, for being here. Support of cryptocurrencies. Yes, and the Bitcoin's gone up as of late. Logan says, keep up the good work. Stay safe. Thank you, Logan. I appreciate it. And Pudenda, who's not here, says that's a nice swan. I need to get one. Thank you, Pudenda. Now I've been kind of eyeing another Britannia. For sure. But I wouldn't mind getting that Hand of Faith gold thing. I don't know. Red Step Stack says, I wonder if CCT erased the chip. Any questions answered? Take my comment down. I'm right. You are radio personality for real. Yes, indeed. No, it did not. You watch the whole video of Red Step Stack, you'll see it did not erase the chip. Red, white, and blue cookies for Memorial Day. There you go. That's right, Pamela. Yes, and by the way, yes, tomorrow is Memorial Day. We remember the sacrifice of all the soldiers and the families of those lost defending this country, for sure. Yes, indeed. All right, there you go. All right, I had her at push-ups. All right. Seduced? Yes, indeed. Glad. All right. We might do some more for you. Might have you give me some more. You know what I mean? We'll see. Paul Richards could hear my chair squeaking. I've WD-40 this thing. It still squeaks. Listen to that. My chair squeaks. Stacking there. When I built a fort as a child, I found water bottle caps. I could use a little bit of luck. There you go. Indeed, indeed. We're getting close to the top, folks. Captain Ron Hayward, the kids found a way to save their families, and they're going to auction that stuff off now. This is absolutely crazy. That's their security for the future. Save the gold, people. You'll need it later. Yes, I know. I tell you, something else. I agree. Let's see here. Voodoo Scratch says, I wonder if kids get a finder's fee. Yes. I'm sure they'll probably get something if they're honest with their kids. They're finding them. We'll see here. Hi, Sal. Thank you. And DW for sharing. Well, thank you, Terry. Appreciate that. Very nice of DW to send this along. Joe Costello. Reason number 1 and 2 is that it's priced too high. I hear you. And we're going to check the markets here again in a momentarily. I found a buried intact Coca-Cola bottle once, so I took a slurp. Very good. Intact. Can you imagine that? Taking a drink of a Coca-Cola bottle buried that was intact? That's crazy. Wow. Some days are sure worth getting up for. That's for sure, Tamilkas. You're exactly right there. All right. Veronica Stacks. I have not bought anything since March 13th, and it's killing me. I've got a precious metals envelope full of cash, but won't buy at these levels and so much uncertainty. Great video, Sal. Yes, I understand. Well, thank you, Veronica. All right. Okay, let's see. Graphite spray might work on the chair. Good point. I might look that stuff up. Very good. All right. Barbara Carbone says, that's an incredible story. A real shockaroo for that family. Thanks, Sal and DW2. Yeah, can you imagine? 2 kilos. Pretty amazing. Eddie's Little Stack says, and how do I feel about their luck? Well, I just need to remind myself that envy is a deadly sin. Okay, I'm going to say it. Screw France. Meddling kids. All right, very good. All right, let's see. Let's get it back to the markets. And look at that, guys. Still not much activity. In fact, the metals are just kind of moving their way back up. We're going to see what the charts look like here in a few minutes. We'll come back to it. But as you see, there's not been a whole lot of movement other than palladium going up almost a full percentage point to 2,051 bucks. That's where we stand there. Art Best says, I found a rusty fork once when I was a kid. Well, that's cool. Who knows? Yeah, well, if it's rusty, it's steel. Tinfoil Hat Girl, who we haven't seen in quite a while, she says, when it happens to me and they sell them, stupid morons, they're selling gold they got for free in the worst moment of time. That's true. I agree. I would not sell it. What does always happen to the most stupid people? No one has to ask. They will lose what a smart grandmother put away for her family for hardships I can't. Well, Tinfoil Hat Girl, you're right in one aspect, but in another way, if you think about it, if this family was destitute for some strange reason, or just for any reason at all, if they were destitute, then what the grandmother did was definitely good, and it shows that the gold has increased in price so that it can pay off a good amount of their bills, if that was the case. They may have needed that, or potentially, but I would think that it would be better to keep it for sure if they could afford to do so. All right. NG Coin says, always said, with all my respect, Maestro, that gold will increase. It will always increase until 2022. This catastrophe that the good God keeps you and your family, the money will fall lower and gold will mount. These simple. Yeah, in other words, he's saying that gold's going to go up and the fiat currencies are going to fall, continue to fall. And this is why we stack in case that does happen. It may not happen. And if it doesn't happen, especially with realms of silver, in regards to silver, well, we need to just hold on to the silver and not sell it. If you don't feel comfortable buying it, just hold on to it and see where it goes. But, it takes a level of fortitude in accumulation of these metals, especially when the prices go crazy in the direction that you don't think they should be going. Chateau Bullion says, nice story. Did a quick check. Price of gold in 1967 was $35.50. Today's price is about $275. What a great buy. Yes, that's true. That's a good point, Chateau Bullion. Yes, indeed. Wow. Tony's got to go. He hears a helicopter. Oh, my goodness gracious. Down in New Mexico, I never find anything. Oh, man, I'm sorry, my friend. Ice cream bars for the boys, says Glenn D. Yeah, exactly. All right, have a good night, Cybercurtain Twitcher. Getting early here. Yes, indeed. Have a good night, my friend. Thank you so much for popping in. Cybercurtain Twitcher, great guy. Awesome channel. Check him out. Yes, indeed. Thank you. Have a good night. Joseph O'Kane says, whatever, I got 20 of those. Oh, man. You're doing pretty well. Prince, the artist known as Prince, he actually they found he had some gold bars. I think he had kilo bars too. Donald, New Mexico says, hey, Sal, YouTube notifies me about too many of your videos. Oh, man. So Donald is getting all the notifications. Okay. He's hardcore. If he's getting all the notifications. Johnny Kilo says it's an amazing find. They even came up with the original receipt that they sold the bar back in 67. Wow. That's pretty crazy. Wow. Chad Lichtenstein says, poor kids got screwed out of the bars. Yeah, I know. Tell me about it. It's crazy. Okay. Esker got an abundance and fine wine will flow. Nice find, boys. Yes, indeed. That's for sure, Chuck and Plata. Nice find indeed. Let's see what has popped in here. Let's see what the markets are doing right now. So they're down a little bit more, but not a whole lot. So let's take a look at the charts for gold. As gold has been, it's been kind of just hovering. It's kind of going down a little bit, but not below 1730. Still above 1730 there. But it's kind of wiggly there, but not a whole lot down. And silver has been doing this. It's just kind of flatlining, but it's above 1710. So just a little squiggly marks there. All right, Night Grow Mechanics. Sounds like everybody's leaving. Sal, no eat, says Gold Chick. No eat. Maybe she means not to eat. Like this. Like I'm doing right now, I'm eating. These are good. No witness. Sal, no witness. No witnesses. All right. Gold was also $35 in 1935. That is $669.67 today. Yeah, that's interesting how the same price from one period to another. So gold was at a greater value in 1935 than it was in 1967. Interesting. Very interesting. All right. Let's refresh these comments here. We're babysitting this water. I don't have very much left. I needed to wash down these almonds too, because I tell you what, they get crazy. Well, we got quite a few comments popped up here. Sterling Cannabis says, only reason they can stop me is if I don't have fiat to spend. 17 push-up for such a suggestion. Oh man, yes, I tell you. Right. James, 49s, I would pull the house apart in case it was more. Yeah, it's a good point. Why didn't they do that? I'd be looking all over the place for that. YG, Sal, I read the article. The family are not average Joe people. The house is probably a castle. Ah, well then they should have definitely kept the gold then. Sterling Cannabis, that would make the lockdown almost worthwhile. That's for sure. That's true. All right. Silver hair stacker 3, too old to buy. Oh man. These almonds really dry up my throat. Crazy. Too old to buy. There comes a time in every person's life when expenses for elder care outweigh the ability to stack. That's right. That's true. Wonderful, says Super Arena. Very good, thank you. Moving along here. 39's Fine Silver is here with a celebration. Yes, indeed. Welcome. Zephiel says, so found 2 32-ounce bars. Why would they auction them? That's stupid. Just sell them at spot. I'll put my 99-cent bid. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I know. I tell you what, I don't know exactly, because that's kind of close to spot price, but I don't know. Maybe we'll see what happens at the auction. Maybe they'll get a lot more for them. I don't purchase silver stockpile for wealth. I buy it to melt, alloy to sterling, and create art. All right, there you go. Nice. Avoid eBay sales to deal exclusive with someone you know and trust you can sell back to. Very good point. All right, let's see here. Tony Manila, I'm still waiting for delivery on rounds bought over 2 months ago from the Silver Shield collection. Oh boy, yeah, that's not good. Golden State Mint, I hope they were able to supply those orders for you. Jason Myers, auction houses take 10-20%, cut out the middleman. That's right. Yes, indeed. That's exactly right. All right, where are we at? Chuck Norris says, I guess there is one thing I'd rather find than 2 naked women making out in the forest. Also notice how they were auctioned off. Nobody ever wants to keep the bars. I'd wait till the price went to $5K an ounce at least. Yes, indeed. I don't know how that auction is working, but something does seem kind of, going backwards. But anyways, another fake story. No, I think this is real. I wonder if your kids get any money. Yeah, I kind of wondered that too, Will. Be interesting to see if they do. Were they social distancing? Website guy. Yeah, good question. I don't know. I'm not sure. Robin Philly says, I trust the media about as far as I throw in an 8-color rotogravure printing press. First they tell the story, little kids, big fine, the father calls an auction house. Something doesn't add up. Not saying it's impossible. Ask yourself, someone has 5 kilos of gold, only has 2 big bars, maybe a bag of coins to believe. I'm going to say the whole story is dubious at best. This is either stolen gold or fake. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know what they're thinking. Maybe their thinking is if it makes the news, I don't know. That somebody, just because of the excitement of it, want to buy it. Who knows? I'm on a hold right now. I think he sells for 4.9 silver. All right, so he's not buying right now. Okay, let's see here. Moving on up here. Got Silver Hair Stacker. Would it be hard for two fully clothed women to make love in a forest? Oh, man. It would be difficult, for sure. Silver Ripple says, Grandma was a smart lady. She went big time in 67. Boys did good scrounging around in the back of the closets for supplies for Ford. They sure did. And hopefully they searched that house thoroughly for more. Will Weed says, just like that family who found $1 million in a bag on a highway and turned it in. Yeah, no, it's crazy. Those bars are going to go for big money, probably $250,000. Are those MS-70? Yes, indeed. No, not graded. I don't know if you can grade bars that big. Chiefly Cheatin says, are you sure that isn't gold-plated tungsten? Oh, man, well, they were authenticated, and I think that's probably why they brought it to the auction house, to make sure it was authentic, and they felt like they could do that. Gold Chick Bibafell, who sold you rhodium? That's bizarre to even have, but when I have niobium and niobium anodizer, I take C incrustation. I take incrustation off Spanish cobs sunken for hundreds of years. Actually got it from a dealer, believe it or not. Golden Eagle Coins. I bought it from them. Yes, indeed. Okay, let's see here. Where are we at? Hold on a second here. I got to put my pants on. Yes, indeed. Pass binoculars. Thomas Garza, excellent advice. Disciple, steadiness, and no rush. Yes, indeed, no rush. Silver Heist says, first a British mum found treasure metal detecting. Now the French kids find Grandpa's long-lost gold. Lockdown, some good news. Yes, indeed. Yeah, the British mom, by the way, never emailed me back about an interview. Never heard anything back from her. Don't know what's going on. Andre, I think her name was. Cat Jitsu says hello. The younger generation don't know when to keep a secret. Yes, I know, I tell you. They probably didn't really know what it was, is my guess. But anyways. Check the markets, okay, Donald. The markets are relatively flat. Not a whole lot going on. Yeah, not a whole lot going on at all with gold, silver, and platinum. And even palladium is only up $16, but not a whole lot there. But they're there. Let's get back to the comments now. Peter Oliver says, now there's an older relative who is really pissed that some visitors found his gold stash. Yes. Crazy, crazy. Who did I scare away? Did I scare somebody away? Who did I scare away? I don't want to scare any chick away. I just slurped my last bit of water. I have no water left without going, you know what I mean? Okay. John Deere, the poor guy lost them. Why does that idiot pay $20K in auction commission cost? And normally you need to wait 1 year before you can get to own them. When they're found, the story is all weird. As a kid, I found $50K in bonds my grandfather forgot and even had. All I got was a chocolate bar. Wow. Man, crazy, crazy. All right. Alex Miles is here. All right. And Coins A to Z is here. Good to see you guys. All right. Very good. Welcome. Only 5 thumbs down. We got 84 thumbs up. 81 watching right now, guys. The markets are what they are. Not a whole lot of activity in them. So I'm going to do... yeah, Barbara says I should get some water. Well, I'm going to probably be bum rushing you guys. I'm going to do a few more push-ups, though, first. Let me get a few more push-ups. And I'm going to do 20 more for you guys. 20 more. And I think that Seduced by Silver likes it when I do push-ups. I don't know. We'll see. All right. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, there we go. There's 20 push-ups. Okay, very good. See, I don't think I can do curls yet. My elbow's still giving me a fit. Let me see here. Yeah, shoot. Even a lighter weight, that muscle right there. I don't know what it is. Tennis elbow or what. But it still bothers me. It's crazy. Okay. Oh man, Sedusa doing push-ups with me. Very cool. And Barbara Carbone likes the push-ups too. I wish I could do curls. Dang, I don't know what that is. That's crazy. All right, Native Stacker's taking off. Yeah. The audience is dwindling a little bit now. Barbara Carbone's doing back bends too, indeed. All right. Be in good shape. There you go. Salvation Nation will be strong, says Sam Lick. That's right. That's right. All right, guys. Yeah. Well, cool. We had a fun stream tonight. We've almost gone 2 hours here. Remember to check out, if you're interested in Yankee Stacking's Praying with Yankee at 8. And you guys have a wonderful evening. We had a great time. A multitude of gratitude to you all. Keep your feet on the stars and keep reaching for the ground. Take